1 week. Okay, he's here with us for a week, trying to take inspiration, have his downtime. So please spend time with him, engage him in the services, show him how wild you are, and they're welcome. I can pick up with the only problem in this temple is for shop. It's very less quantity and it's like literally one dish. So that would be an austerity to go through 1 week.
Okay. So, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam namaskrucha naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tati jayat udire. Before reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, which is very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances to the personality of Godhead Narayana, unto Naranarayana Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, unto Srila Vyasadeva, the other. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nayeshkriti. By regular attendances in the classes of the Bhagavatam and maintaining services to the all the troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving services unto the personality of Godhead. Simple songs in irrevocable fact. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Shalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. I was born in darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Yes. Thank you very much. So, today we are reading from the Canto 7 and Chapter 15, which is named as Instructions for Civilized Human Beings. Okay. So, and we are reading from text 41 to 46, and we are focusing on the text 41. Okay. So, before I start, if anyone would like to give the context of this chapter, what did we cover till now? Anyone? Yes, Prabhu.
It's a conversation between Narad Muni and Yudhishthira Maharaj. Yudhishthira Maharaj is being given guidance with regards to the occupational duties of all the Varnas and Ashramas. And right now, after finishing the Grahastha, I guess we're almost there to finish the Grahastha.
Yeah. So we covered Brahmana, and we covered the Brahmana part, and after that we came to Grihastha, what is the responsibility as a Grihastha, and now we are still in the Grihastha part, and this was the 41 it talks about how can the transcendentalists, the people, how they see their body. Okay, so let's start from the text 41. Start.
Transcendentalists who are advanced in knowledge compare the body which is made by the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to a child. The senses are like the horses, the mind, the masters of the senses, is like the reins. The object of the senses of the destination, intelligence, is the chariot driver, and consciousness, which spreads throughout the body, is the cause of bondage in the material world.
The 10 kinds of air acting within the body are compared to the spokes of the chariot's wheels, and the top and bottom of the wheel itself are called religion and irreligion. The living entity in the bodily concept of life, is the owner of the chariot. The Vedic mantra Pranava is the bow. The pure living entity himself is the arrow, and the target is the supreme being.
In the conditioned stage, one's conceptions of life are sometimes polluted by passion and ignorance, which are exhibited by attachment, hostility, greed, lamentation, illusion, fear, madness, false prestige, insults, fault-finding, deception, envy, intolerance, passion, bewilderment, hunger, and sleep. All of these are enemies. Sometimes one's conceptions are also polluted by goodness.
As long as one has to accept material body with its different parts and paraphernalia, which are not fully under one's control, one must have the lotus feet of his superiors, namely his spiritual master and the spiritual master's predecessors. By their mercy, one can sharpen the sword of knowledge, and with the power of Supreme Personality Godhead's mercy, one must then conquer the enemies mentioned above. In this way, the devotee should be able to merge into his own transcendentalness, and then he may give up his body and resume a spiritual identity.
Otherwise, if one does not take shelter of Achyuta and Baladev, then the senses, acting as the horses, and the intelligence, acting as the driver, both being prone to material contamination, inattentively bring the body, which acts as the chariot, to the path of sense gratification. When one is thus attracted again by the robes of Vishaya, eating, sleeping, and moving, the horses and chariot driver are thrown into the blinding dark well of material existence, and one is again put into a dangerous and extremely fearful situation of repeated birth and death.
Thank you very much. Okay, so we are concentrating on verse 41. Verse 41. Okay, anyone would like to recite?
You mean one by one?
No, like would like to.
Aho shariram pratham indriyani
Aho Sriram Radam Indriyani
hayat abhishanmana indriyesham.
Hayana Bhishmana Indriyesham.
I think there's a different meter to it, sorry. Aho shariram pratham indriyani
Aho Sriram Radam Indriyani
hayat abhishanmana indriyesham.
Hayana Bhishmana Indriyesham
Vartmani matra dishanam jasutam
Vashmani Matra Dishanam Chasutam
Sattvam brihadbandhuramisha sarshtam.
Satvam Bruhabandhuranesha Satram
Aho shariram radham indriyani
Aho Sriram Radayindriyani Hayan Abhishun Manayindriyesham
Tamani matra dishanam jasutam
Vartani Matra Dishanam Chasutam
Sattvam brihadbandhuramisha shishtam.
Satvam Brihadbandhuramisha Sushtam
Ahu shariram rathamendriyani
Ahu Sriram Radamindriyani
Hayana Bhishun Manayindriyesham
Hayana Bhishun Manayindriyesham
Vartamani Matra Dishanam Chasutam
Vartamani Mata Dishanam Chasutram
Sattvam Brihadbandhuramisha Shastam
Satvam Grahabandhuramisha Satvam
Ahu Sariram Rathamendriyani
Aho Sariram Radamindriyani Hayan Abhishan Indriyesham
Vatmani mantra dishanam chasotam
Vatmani Matra Dishanam Sutram
Sattvam Brihadbandhuramisha Shishtam
Satvam Brihadbandhuramisha Sushtam. Okay, that's it. Let's go with synonyms. Everyone together. Ahu, it is said. Sariram, the body. Radam, the chariot. Indriyani, the senses. Hayan, the horses. Abhishun, the reins. Mana, the mind. Indriya, of the senses. Isam, the master. Vartamani, the destinations. Matra, the sense object. Dishinam, the intelligence. Cha and Sutam, the chariot driver. Sattvam, consciousness. Bruhat, great. Bandhu, bondage. Isha, by Supreme Personality of Godhead. System, created. Okay. So, who would like to read purport?
Translation?
Translation, yeah, we have to read it again after this, because like we will show that picture which was represent this, and I will read it again, but we can read it one more time. Yeah. Everyone together? Translation. Translation. Who are advanced in the knowledge, compare the body which is made by the order of the Supreme Personality of Godhead to a chariot. The senses are like horses, the mind, the master of senses, and the like reins. The objects of the senses are the destinations. Intelligent is the chariot driver, and consciousness, which spread throughout the body, is the cause of the bondage in the material world. Okay. Yeah.
For a bewildered person, the materialistic way of life, the body, the mind, and the senses, which are engaged in sense gratification, are the cause of bondage to repeated birth, death, old age, and disease. But for one who is advanced in spiritual knowledge, the same body, senses, and mind are the cause of liberation. This is confirmed.
Okay. So, I hope everyone is clear with this para. Here, Prabhupada is mentioning like how exactly the bewildered person, like he will treat his body, and like while treating his body in such a way, he will be in the repeated birth and death cycle. So this para is explains that. Okay, yeah, would like to continue.
This Nishad 1.3.3 Atmanam Ratinam